All right, people, we have buru, and how about this? If buru comes back up, they get up to 70 cents again, which after the reversal, it wouldn't necessarily be the 70 cents. But if they do, I will come back to TikTok. That's what I'll do. But I was looking, okay, they put out this video. You know what? This definitely reminds me of a drone in a box situation. And I'll make it
In a
faster.
world where threats evolve faster than supply chains can respond, the future of defense is being rewritten. When critical components are needed in hours, not months, traditional manufacturing fails. But what if the factory could deploy with the mission? Nuburu's revolutionary blue laser technology is powering a new era of distributed manufacturing. Through their strategic partnership with Maddox Defense, containerized production units can now fabricate drone components, mission-critical parts, and defense systems anywhere they're needed. This isn't just manufacturing, it's manufacturing freedom. A transatlantic framework that transforms how we think about industrial resilience. From European innovation to American deployment, this joint venture represents more than technology. It represents readiness. Because in tomorrow's conflicts, the side that can adapt fastest wins. The future isn't just mobile, it's unstoppable. Discover the revolution at nuburu.net.
That would certainly be something. And then the other one that they had with the Lyocon is the laser industrial platform addressing global market supported. This one's for the agriculture and lasering the pests. And Kennedy had also posted on his X, he was like, we're looking into doing things with lasers to replace pesticides. And that they already had the deal on this one, but that was before our split and the halting. Now, when they acquired Lyocon here, people, I mean, this company is certainly a company. They've been private, but they have the stuff they have the factory and the laser family. It is going, and then Buru's lasers are going into those. So this is a fully owned subsidiary of Buru, the Blue Laser Technology Transform Weeding, Precise, Sustainable, Revolutionary. So, specializing the blue laser has the applications in industrial manufacturing, defense system, emerging sectors like Agritech. Recent announcement focus on strategic pivot. We already know all this, okay? Now, the joint venture with Maddox. And remember, Jason Maddox, he pulls government contracts. He was doing stuff for COVID as a Maddox defense company. And that EVTV one, he got a nice contract for them when he just stepped in as the temporary CEO interim. So, the subsidiary, it's all ready to go with support from Italian Techni. It's structured as an initial phase 1 development agreement. Upon phase 1 completion, it transitions to a dedicated commercialization entity with a major ownership with oversight by Nuburu, 80-20 split favoring Nuburu, focusing on a modular, containerized, mobile additive manufacturing system. This is exactly what they need. And, as I've said many times, this Techni was imperative to get into those pesky European markets because it's hard to just get into the defense sector selling wherever you want. You have to be proven. And they were saying, phase 1 development focus with incorporation of the commercialization entity expected upon certification, phase 1 completion targeted for mid to late 2026. So this is something we're watching, people. We are definitely watching for the mid to late 2026 based on the progress from Q4 framework agreement. Full market rollout could follow shortly after, potentially by late 2026 or early 2027. But remember, in the meantime, they can still get revenue from Techni. Nuburu's broader strategic alliance with Techni, including the network contract executed on January 2026, is expected to generate initial revenues starting in the fiscal year 2026. This includes joint execution of defense and dual-use projects, electronic warfare, military vehicles, UAVs, across regions like Americas, NATO countries, MENA, APAC, and Italy. But Italy gets the, new sales for that. Early projects exceed $10 million in contract value, with delivery scheduled throughout 2026 and revenue shared via defined economics in the contract. So I just think Uber has a lot that they can do here, people. And those manufacturing pods are going to be big, and the blue lasers are also good for welding copper. 850,000. So this, you could say, ready to go, is set for Q1 delivery, marking the first structured production under subsidiary Lyocon. This could lead to follow-up orders. The Lyocon thing I have to talk about. Projected at 3.2 million in 2026. That's from the Orbit acquisition, which was Zamboni's company. Overall potential progressive growth, 10 to 20 million across segments, driven by defense programs, blue laser ramps, and synergies from the acquisitions like Lyocon and Orbit. People assumes no major regulatory delays with Italian golden power rule, because they do want to acquire Techni as a whole. Right now, it's the 80-20. And then it's highly plausible Nuburu's blue lasers suited for precision applications like pest and weed control. That 850,000 order to Agritech, an agriculture firm focused on automation, explicitly involves high-power 450 nm blue lasers. That, and then when they deliver it, serves as proof of concept. So that's another thing we'll be looking for. And I want to know, if this Lyocon, if they're the fully consolidated subsidiary, and this one, initial revenues are tied to reactivating Nuburu's blue laser production, including the 850,000. This could expand to 1 to 5 million to follow on industrial Agritech sales if adoption accelerates, which we're obviously hoping it does. Because now, if Jason Maddox can help, that would be helpful. Lyocon's contributions are factored into Nuburu's broader 2026 projections. That is what we want. And there's a 20 billion global industrial laser market where blue lasers excel. Copper reflective metal processing, dual-use expansion into defense could drive higher margins, with synergies from Nuburu's Techni Alliance and Maddox JV potentially boosting Lyocon drive revenue. See? So Lyocon could get into other things with Techni and Maddox. They have advanced clean room precision manufacturing operations in Italy optimized for high reliability photonics. Everybody loves photonics right now, people. It's all the rage. And if they could get into manufacturing photonics stuff, that could be excellent. Long-standing relationships is always good. Retained management with a restructured board with Nuburu oversight. So that's also good. They already know what they're doing. And immediate manufacturing capacity and customer traction in a 20 billion market, enabling quick commercialization. Consolidates the technology. Bolsters Nuburu's pivot in an integrative defense security ecosystem. Establishes compliant base in Italy for transatlantic expansion. That is another thing that you could say is good. And there's plausible potential for Lyocon to serve data center related customers, though not directly as an end users of data center infrastructure, but rather its role in manufacturing and processing components critical to data centers. I think that is very bullish. Excel in high precision tasks involving copper reflective metals, foundational to data center hardware such as power distribution systems, server racks, cooling components, printed circuit boards, and high power electronics. Data centers increasingly rely on advanced materials for electrification and automation, where blue lasers provide advantages over infrared alternatives in efficiency, speed, and quality for welding surface treatment. I think they could do something with data centers. Defense, data centers, very helpful. Everything that could be big money. And I was just talking about the INP wafers, but the blue laser enable high accuracy etching, dicing, surface treatment, or plasma etching in IMP wafer fabrication and hybrid integration. So that for complex photonic circuits, blue lasers support on-demand fabrication or repair of IMP components. IMP devices generate heat. Blue laser precision could aid in creating better thermal interfaces. By enabling faster, more efficient processing of reflective metals, Lyocon system could help fabs like those of Coherent ramp production, indirectly easing this overall supply crunch. So that is something that I am very hopeful for. And If Buru gets to 70 cents, I'll come back to TikTok. Or if Humasite gets her contracts.